Guys, everyone, welcome back you guys to yet another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're very much welcome. Just in case you are new, thank you so much for tuning in. You're very much welcome. So okay, you guys, because I'm sitting where I am, if you hear any vehicle movements, the vroom vroom happening around, don't worry about that. It's because of where I am. So there's so many vehicles, but anyways, we have to do this video. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Moses Tembe because he's currently trending. I think he had an interview with Griselda Lewis. So he was talking about his daughter, the passing of his daughter. We all know Anele Tembe passed away, and she was dating AKA by that time, of which may their souls rest in peace, both of them, Ukinan and Anele Tembe, you guys. May their souls rest in peace, honestly speaking. So yeah, man, it's so sad. But anyways, we all know Anele Tembe's father doesn't believe Uguti Anele really committed suicide. I said maybe Anele's family, they do not believe Ugu girl committed suicide. For me, I think they believe Ugu AKA did something, and girl, remember you guys, she fell from the 10th floor to way down, and yeah, man. And I think I heard she was a little bit alive for about 20 minutes before she could honestly pass. They attended her, they tried whatever, and I kind of think I heard but they were blaming Ukinan for not coming down to help and do something. He was busy up there, I do not know, maybe getting rid of evidence, whatever it is, you guys. That is alleged, but I think I heard that he was busy getting rid of evidence and all that, instead of going down there and help, as Anele was still alive a few minutes before she can really pass away. So istori silapha moja guys by Kamadaile about what take on umntanakhe wasn't someone who would strip herself naked and throw herself down from the 10th floor. He doesn't believe that, you guys. So he's still looking for answers for his daughter's death. We all know when Kinan passed away, and then he was blamed for Kinan's death. Maybe he wanted Kinan to pay for what he did to Anele, for what they think he did to Anele, since nothing happened. Obviously, no one was kind of prosecuted when it comes to the passing of Anele Tembe. So when they blamed to AKA, maybe they wanted him something like that. So nothing was happening, and then yeah, I think Anele's family are still not happy about that. But anyways, when Kinan passed away, everyone was kind of saying this man knows exactly what happened to Kinan. Okay, so for me, may both Kinan and Anele, may both their souls rest in peace, you guys. Angazi. So in an exclusive interview with the SABC, Moses Tembe, the father of the deceased Anele Tembe, who was dating the late Kinan aka Forbes when she died, says he suspects foul play and wanted AKA to take the stand in court. And remember, that didn't happen, something like that. So in that incident, Anele died on the 11th of April 2021 after falling from the 10th floor of the Paper Club Hotel in Cape Town. At the time of her death, she was with AKA who at the time said she had attempted suicide before. Remember what I know, Anele Tembe tried to commit suicide before. Maybe this time around, she didn't, and she succeeded. So I do not know. This wasn't the first time Anele had threatened to self-harm. So she had threatened to drive her car into a wall. She had to be talked down from a ledge at the Hilton Hotel in Durban, and she had spent some time in a psychiatric care after that incident. So he revealed this one in an interview with the Tembekile Hototo on May 2021. This was by Ukinan, okay? So there was a lot of passion in our relationship and a lot of stubbornness, emotions running high. It was an argument like many we've had before. So to tell you the truth, I cannot recall what we argued about, but what I do remember is breaking down the door, and I can only imagine how scared she must have been, said Ukinan by that time. So the police opened a case of inquest, and then AKA has since passed. Now, after being shot outside a Durban restaurant on the 10th of February, 2 years after Anele's death. No, so since Wabake is suspecting a foul play, Tembe said he suspects the foul play happened on the morning of his daughter's death. From what we've heard as facts, she was actually recognized by or found out by some other lady in the street, and so on and so on, so unattended. So one got a sense that there could be some foul play, but one was not there. he said Ubabaga Anele, right? So however, he says AKA was never up for prosecution. It has always been critical to have Keenan in the box. So I saw this one trending on Twitter, people saying, which box is he talking about? He says they wanted Keenan in the box, and Keenan happened to be in the coffin, which is a box. I do not know. He's currently trending there, you guys. Abantu bakhuluma nge-box ukuthi Babaga Anele Tembe uthi they wanted AKA in the box. Now people are now talking about another box that Keenan ended up in it. Okay, so it's a whole lot, you guys. Whether as a witness or as an accused, this one was Moses Tembe say they wanted AKA in the box, whether as a witness or as an accused. For proper closure required that the last person who was with our daughter to take the stand. So he adds that AKA was not just a boyfriend but a fiancé. So he had approached us and wanted to marry our daughter. We accepted him as a son too. I liked Keenan. He never put his foot wrong in front of me. I liked him a lot. Tembe added that he objects to anyone saying AKA killed Anele and wanted evidence that will help to solve this case. So Tembe said the day he learned of his daughter's death, he was shattering, having to go to church unexpectedly. My brothers came to deliver the very sad news. It was very painful. I was quite gutted. That sinking feeling when you feel like someone is taking the guts out of your stomach. He says that was worse. He says what was worse was hearing what transpired. I was in Durban, so I could not be there. So when we switched onto TV to see your daughter lying there covered in foil was quite a traumatic experience, and at the time we had to no details either than she had fallen. So we were told she was alive for 20 minutes before she died. So alleging ukuthi they had to go straight to TV and they saw their daughter lying there sephuma endabeni ukuthi she has passed away, esethanjelwe nangamafoil and all that. That is quite sad, you guys. Imagine, you guys, you see your family member you are on TV and you can't even be there by that time. You see everything on your screen. I can only imagine, right? So he says they are still feeling so much pain and anguish. I could tell you that our hearts remain so shattered into pieces. By the grace of God, our hearts are still beating. He described his daughter as lively, and it was quite a lively child who made friends. She was always positively disposed to good environments. She loved reading and sport and knew what she wanted in life. Moses said Anele loved her life and respected herself. I knew her plans. I knew how she loved herself, that she would not strip naked and throw herself down. So they still do not believe Anele really committed suicide. They still believe something happened. Someone maybe threw her down from the 10th floor down there, and that's why they always wanted AKA to be prosecuted into Uganda. They wanted him there in that box. Now where people are saying, which box are you talking about? Something like that, because Moses Tembe is currently trending. I can see on Twitter. So you guys, I'm not gonna go to those tweets because I've already screenshotted them, but yeah, it's a whole lot. I do not know. Okay, let me see. Someone said Anele Tembe's father, Moses Tembe, said that the family wanted Keenan on the stand, whether as a witness or as a suspect. So they suspected, since he was the last person who was with Anele, he was supposed to be there on the box, of which he ended up in another box, which is a pity, you guys. Yeah, man, it's so sad though, you guys. Your thoughts in the comment section. I'm full of Paula, because this is just, yeah. Those in the comment section. Like if you do, subscribe, share, and then we meet again on my next one. Bye.